Hello everyone, Kerry Russell here of course from the strategicblogger.com. Now, as promised in this video tutorial, I'm going to very quickly share the exact same process that I am currently using to set my goals, break them down into micro tasks so my goals become sustainable, and then take those goals and schedule them into a weekly timetable so I can be much more productive. And I just find that doing things this way eliminates any frustration and overwhelm, just that feeling of being bogged down. You know, when you know what your goals are, you know what needs to be done, but you're just not quite sure where to start. Well, if that sounds like you, this video tutorial is really going to help. So the first thing you need to do is create an account at Workflowy. Now, I'll put a link underneath this video. Go there, set up an account and log in to the members area. Now, when you first logged in, you'll be taken to a blank screen. That's perfectly fine. That's how this program is supposed to work. There'll be a cross in the top left hand corner. Just left click on there, and I want you to title that goals. Then if you left click on the circle, that will take you inside that label. Now, step one of the process is to make a list of all the goals that you want to achieve in the first quarter of 2014. Obviously, the goals you set greatly depend on where you are right now with your online business, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just use a couple of my goals. And my first goal was to create an email opt-in offer so I can build my email list. Another goal of mine for the first quarter of this year is to launch my service-based business, which I've actually already done yesterday. I'll just put launch services actually. Another goal is to blog twice weekly. One more, okay, to grow my social media reach, grow social reach. Now, once you have your list of goals, you need to move on to step two of the process, which is to do a huge brain dump and just break those goals down into finite tasks with an obvious end of completion. So we'll begin with the first goal on my list, which is my email opt-in offer. Now, depending on where you are right now in your online business, or what level you're at, should I say, you may need to do some research before you create your offer. Then you need to create it, so create offer. Then you will need to maybe proofread it, upload it to your server maybe. Well, there's no maybe about it, you will do, because people need to download it. So upload to server. It's highly likely you'll need a domain name, some graphics, you'll need a landing page. Oh, I can't type today, folks. Landing page. What else will you need? You'll need an opt-in form, and you'll need to create a list in Aweber. Create Aweber list. To automate the process, you're going to need a download page, follow-up email, and there's a ton of other stuff I could put onto this list, but I think you get the idea, okay? I want to keep this video as short as I possibly can. So all we've done is set our goal, and then done a huge brain dump, and come up with a list of micro tasks that need to be completed to reach your goal. So moving on to my next example, launch my service-based business. Well, to do this, I had to create a sales page. I had to publish some blog posts, just educating people about my service, why they need it, how it will benefit them, etc., etc. And I'm also going to write some guest posts in the month of January. Now, before we move on to my next goal, and this is very important, I want to make you aware that sometimes when you break your goal down into finite tasks, the tasks are not finite enough, and you have to break them down even further. So for example, in my launch services, one of my micro tasks is to create a sales page. Well, that's not very micro, is it? Because creating a sales page is made up of lots of different elements. So let's left click and go inside there, because you know you may need a video. You're going to need some written copy. You're going to need some testimonials. So once again, we're just doing a brain dump of everything that needs to be done to create your sales page. Video, written copy, testimonials. What else are you going to need? You're going to need a payment button. Because it's a service, I'll be using PayPal. And once again, we can break video down even further. Because if you've never created a video before, then it's not always that simple. So if we go into video, because you'll probably need to create an outline. An outline or a script. Although I don't highly recommend scripting your videos because it sounds too... I don't know what the word is, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, you need to maybe prepare some PowerPoint slides for your sales video. You need to record your video. You need to produce and edit your video. That in itself could take you like a couple of hours. And once you've done that, you need to upload your video to Amazon S3 or Vimeo, you know, YouTube, whatever it is you're using. So as you can see, sometimes you need to go one step further and, you know, break down a task of a task of a task until they become really finite with an obvious end of completion. So I go back to my goals list because we have blog twice weekly. Well, first up, when do I want to blog? Okay, I want to blog Tuesdays and Fridays. What else do I need to do? Well, I'll probably need to do some research and some planning because, you know, it's always a great idea to plan your blog posts for the month ahead. Go back to my goals. We've got grow social media reach. Now in 2014, I'm going to focus a lot on growing my social media reach, and my social media goal for this is just to connect with competitors and market leaders to increase my exposure. Okay, now I'm using 3 sites to do this: Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Now, as you probably already know, social media can be a total time suck, so you need to be strategic. You need to allocate yourself a time block, and I'm going to say 30 minutes daily. And this is really important because this is a recurring task. Bear with me. It's a recurring task that needs to be done on a regular basis. But with just 30 minutes a day on social media, you can explode the growth of your business. I'm currently studying a course by my good mentor. It's really good. I can highly recommend it to you. I'll put a link underneath this video if you want to check that out to grow your social media following as well. So moving on now, let's bring this video to an end. Right now, I have my goals set out. Inside there, I've broken them down into micro tasks, and for some of them, I've broken those tasks down even further. So all that's left to do now is identify which tasks on your list are ongoing tasks that need to be done on a regular basis. In my example, that is my Facebook, my Twitter, my Google+, that needs to be done daily. My blog posts need to be done twice a week, and obviously my planning needs to be done monthly. So these are all ongoing tasks. They're all recurring things that need to happen in your business to reach your goals. So your first step is to make a list of them, pen and paper or whatever, however you prefer to do it, and then get those blocked out in Google Calendar until eventually you have all your recurring tasks in there, and you'll have some, some time blocks left, some time blocks remaining. Then you go back to workflowy, back to your goals, and most of the tasks on here only need to be done once, such as creating your offer, proofreading it, uploading it to your server, buying your domain name, etc., etc. So you simply extract a set amount, I don't know, it depends on your schedule, maybe 5 a day, 3 a day, 3 a week, for example, and you schedule them in around your ongoing tasks. Do excuse me, my mobile is doing a boogie dance here. Okay, typical, isn't it, when you're recording a video, but never mind. So as I was saying, you extract the tasks that are left, that only need to be done once, and you fit them around your recurring tasks. When you plan your week this way, or your month, whatever, when you plan your time this way, you're super productive, you're working towards your goals, and your goals are sustainable, and you eliminate overwhelm and frustration, and you just get rid of that bogged down feeling. I really do hope this video tutorial has helped you. If there's anything you need me to clarify, please do get in touch, because I'm always here to help. This is Kerry Russell signing out. Ciao for now, and I'll speak to you real soon.